Welcome back, everyone, to Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2024. Last time we played the second half of the non-conference schedule in Season 1, and we lost one game, bringing our total losses to 2 games for the season. So we have a pretty good record. Uh, well, actually, we have 3 losses. I forgot we lost 2 games last time, actually. The problem is our losses. We lost to Louisville. I forgot about losing to Louisville. We've beat them so long in real life. I've forgotten what it's like to lose to them. So anyway, we have 3 losses. Only one of those losses is against a good team, which would be the Louisville loss. Actually, though, you know what? We'll look at this real quick before we get anything. The North Carolina A&T, which at one point I thought was a bad loss, turns out to not be the worst loss because they are actually doing pretty good. Apparently, they've bumped themselves up to a quad 2 team. The George Washington loss is awful. That's just terrible. Um, but it is what it is, and we're playing conference games today. And the first game is against Tennessee, and they are undefeated, and it's on their home court. So I don't expect to win this game, but we'll see if we can. We have no injuries. Looks like Brooks and Allen have each developed. They both had 4 stars when we started things out this season. They are now 4.5. So, yeah, that's a good thing. But I don't expect to win this game. We'll see what happens. And let's go. It's at least against a really good team. So if we lose, it doesn't count against us that much. If we win, it's a huge win. Well, we did lose. We didn't lose terribly. I actually expected them to blow us out. So I'm not really happy, but I'm okay with it. No games on this day, so we can go ahead and continue on. 8-4 is not where you want to be if you're Kentucky, unranked and 8-4. But I mean, we got handed a bit of a rough hand with this opening roster. I should probably establish how many games are going to play today. Is there a schedule button? I don't think that there is. I was hoping for a screen where you could just look at the upcoming schedule and kind of determine how many games we're going to play, but I don't think that that's a thing. Oh, no, it's right here. I just didn't look in the right place. Okay. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 conference games. Uh, I don't know. We'll play until I'm definitely gonna do all those today. Definitely not. We'll play until maybe we'll play until this Florida game and end things with this Florida game. And next time we'll play Mississippi State. That'd be 7 games today. So we'll do that. We'll end things with the Florida game. I mean, Louisville is on a roll. Just finished recording before I started this recording the pro basketball series we're doing. And yeah, I hope things go better in this video than in that video. Things didn't go well today in that on that side of the pond. Trying to get both these videos recorded and uploaded today. Man, it's rough whenever you know, I work almost every day, and some weeks I work a number of hours, and then other weeks I work longer hours. And this is one of those weeks where I've had to work more. And you know, I'm glad I have a job because a lot of people don't. A lot of people struggle financially, and I'm doing okay. So very thankful. At the same time, it takes up a lot of hours of the day having a job and for you know. But you have to. I feel like I have to try to work because I can, and I feel like the skills I have are somewhat utilized there. My job, it requires a lot of socializing, and I'm not good at socializing. But it also requires being good with numbers and being good with computers, and those are things that I am good at. So, you know, I'm okay with it. We play Florida next. Not this Florida game. This is not. We're going to play this Florida game, and then we have another Florida game upcoming. So we'll play Florida twice in this video. I don't know if I expect to win this game or not. I mean, they are good, but it's at our home court. It's at Rupp Arena. So, man, I don't know what to do here. Uh, we'll look at Florida. I should just click the SEC tab. Well, okay, this is right. This almost looked like our screen because the colors are very similar, but this is Florida's screen. So, can we check and see what they're good at, what they're bad at? Pretty poor at three-point shooting. The strategy on this game is so different than strategy on. We're actually an excellent three-point shooting team. It's so different than I mean, our offensive strategy looks like it should based on what our team is good at. And defensively, it looks pretty good. So, pretty happy with this. I mean, I like working on winning the rebounding battle, and man, look at these goals though. Reach Final Four, which I think will be very hard for us. Win conference tournament, I think will be very hard for us. Win 20 plus games, maybe. But I still think it's going to be kind of hard to do that with what we're handed. Maintain school prestige. If we don't do these things, the prestige will probably drop. So that's very iffy. The one thing we do have is we have a couple of five-star recruits coming in. So hopefully next season will be better. This has been rough. This has been rough. A rough hand we were dealt to be Kentucky. But we'll play Florida here and see how things go. We're staying mostly healthy. So that's good. Tennessee is just, man, we lost again. Tennessee is killing it. – 8-5 now, man. At least 8-5 is better than, I mean, at least we should have more than 9 wins. If you remember a few seasons back, Kentucky went 9-16, which was absolutely awful. People may be curious about as to what I think about the recent coaching change at Kentucky. Oh gosh. Again, I have this thing jacked way up in volume. Uh, I feel good about it. I was a person that defended Cal for a long time. I kind of feel like when Kentucky lost to Wisconsin in 2015, some people checked out, and I didn't think that was fair because Wisconsin was, for one, really good. Um, and up until that point, we were undefeated, 38 game winning streak that season, only to be taken down by Wisconsin. But Wisconsin was really good. And once you get to that point in the tournament, once you get to really the second round, I mean, it doesn't, if you're an excellent team in the first round, sure, you're definitely expected to win. Once you get to the second round, though, it almost feels like anything can happen, which anything can happen in the first round. But I feel like if you're a 1 through 4 seed in the first round, you should win your first game. If you don't, that's extremely disappointing. Once you get to the second round, I feel like it's anything goes. And yes, there are teams that are better than others. Yes, you can still have an upset in the second round, but all teams are either pretty good or pulled off a pretty big upset once you get to the second round, one or the other. And that's when things get really exciting to me in the tournament. So we got to the Final Four, and I just feel like if you win 38 games and get to a Final Four, I know it's heartbreaking that you're undefeated, and some people question Calipari's coaching in the Wisconsin game. But man, that's a great season. 38 wins, a Final Four. That's an awesome season. So I didn't check out. Like I was still fully on board even after that loss. And I was really fully on board up through uh, 2020. The 2020 tournament was canceled because of the coronavirus outbreak. And I thought, 2019 we went to the Elite Eight, had a great season with Tyler Hero, had some pretty good seasons up through that point. 2020 was a good season with Tyrese Maxey and Emmanuel Quickly and Nick Richards. Just Ashton Hagans, which I really liked personally. Some people didn't like Ashton Hagans. But just a great season, and you can't help that the tournament was canceled. I mean, it was canceled. Nobody could help that. So I was still fully on board. And then you have the 9 and 16 season, which I was talking about earlier in 2021, which we were absolutely terrible. And then since then, we had the St. Peter's loss in 2022. We lost in the second round of Kansas State in 2023, which, that was a very iffy year anyway. We had ups and downs. I thought we were lucky to be a 6 seed. And Kansas State was really good. I mean, they were a 3 seed. They were supposed to win that game. Really, they had a better team. So I didn't really expect to win that game. A lot of fans did expect to win. And then this year we lost to Oakland. And I wasn't so frustrated by the Kansas State loss. That was a weird year anyway. Some of the players didn't get along. And I don't know what more could have been done for the 2023 season, but and then if you look at the St. Peter's team in 2022, they went to the Elite Eight. So that actually makes me feel less bad about that loss. So the Oakland loss though was pretty bad, and what makes it even more frustrating is, especially with the Oakland loss, with the way they played in the first half, adjustments should have been made to change things in the second half, and adjustments weren't made, and we lost. And that's what was most frustrating about. I actually think the Oakland loss may have been the most frustrating for me because at times Kentucky looks so freaking good this past season. We have two players that will go in the top 10 in the NBA draft, in Reed Shepherd and Rob Dillingham, and we lost to Oakland. And we did not make adjustments, and just a terrible loss. So, yeah, the last few seasons have been frustrating. So I do think a change was warranted. and I'm excited about the Mark Pope era. I think it'll be good. I think things will go fine. I feel good about it, but I'm going in sans expectations year one because I don't know really what to expect, but I'm optimistic. So, but anyway, that's my rundown on the coaching change at Kentucky. I mean, I think Pope has done well to build the roster he has built in a couple of months. So I feel pretty good about it. And we'll get back to the game. We're playing Missouri here, and they're awful. Which we've played awful teams at home, so I don't want to say that we're going to win this game because I don't know, but we should win. We have no injuries. I hope we win, man, because we need to pick up some wins. I'm worried that we won't make the tournament, and that would be terrible. Phew. We did pick up a win there, 9-5 now. That won't help us much in the tournament to make the tournament because Missouri's not very good, but at least we didn't lose. So we're continuing on. Alabama's struggling early on in conference play. I mean, Tennessee, Florida, and Arkansas are probably the three best teams for this first season in the SEC. Next season should be better for us. Really looking forward to the next season. Getting in some players that we worked hard to land. We play Texas A&M next. Kind of an evenly matched game, looks like. Even record-wise, anyway. No injured players. I do want to do one thing real quick, strategy-wise. I actually had a thought to do. On the defensive side of things. I think I'm just going to switch to doing 90% man-to-man. 10% zone. There we go. All right. I don't know though. I mean, it does seem that we're not that bad at what is FC full court man-to-man. That's what that means. Okay. It does seem that we're decent at the 3-2 zone, but if you look at the numbers, we're better. Each player is actually better earning the man-to-man than at the 3-2 zone, except for Brooks, who's just not a good defensive player. So I think this should be what we play most of the time. We'll throw a little bit of zone in there. All right. Let's see. We can pull out the win here against A&M. Yeah, we won pretty decently. So that's actually a pretty good win for us. It's on the road against a decent team. Probably one of our better wins so far this season. And we're now 10-5. Yeah, that's actually our best win so far. Gosh, we have one quad 2 win. Yeah, so that's our best win so far. I'm kind of thinking we might miss the tournament this opening season. You know, I mean, I don't think we'll win the SEC tournament. And I don't know. I just don't think we have the wins or have the schedule left capable of picking up the big wins. I mean, we could. I mean, we definitely have playing in the SEC. You definitely have an opportunity for a lot of big games once you reach conference play. But considering that we're not playing all that well. Sorry, I'm trying to clean something up while playing at the same time. Considering we're not playing all that well, I don't know that we will get a ton of these wins that we need. Here I am cleaning off this table I have the laptop sitting on because it has a lot of crumbs, food crumbs. I didn't realize it was that bad. Okay. All right. Our net went up a decent amount. 96 is still not where you want to be for a tournament, potential tournament team, but at least it went up. And we play Vandy, and Vandy's doing really good. But they actually have a worse net ranking than we do. So maybe they're not that good. We'll see. We're going to go ahead and play this game. North Carolina beats Louisville in a big game. Tennessee loses to Alabama. Wow. It's a big upset. Oh my gosh, we lost by one stinking point. That really, that, man. That would have been a good win for us. 1 point. Middle Tennessee's doing really good. Fresno State beats San Diego State. Pacific beats Gonzaga. And we play Arkansas, who are the sixth best team in the country, according to the polls. Another rough game, but a big win if we can pull it off. So we'll see if we can. Let's go. Tennessee gets back to winning. Georgia beats Mississippi. Yes. Yes. Good win for us. Definitely a quad one win. All right. Now that's the best win we've had so far this season. So we are 3-3 now in conference play. I do want to go and look at that game and see how things went down. Antonio Brooks with 24. And really, he had the best game of anybody by quite a bit. No one else scored in double figures. So we can look at the numbers here. Yeah. We won the 3-point battle. I think that was the big difference. We shot better. We won the turnover battle, but not by much. We actually lost the rebounding battle. But I don't think we're a terribly good rebounding team. Our big men are kind of not all that great, so we're kind of middle of the pack for the SEC. I mean, we might be a bubble team. But that was a great win we just picked up. Makes you want to check out and see. Yeah, that's a quad one win for us, beating Arkansas. And unfortunately, the Texas A&M loss has went back to a quad three. So the Arkansas win though should stay quad one unless they fall off terribly. It won't be in this video, but next video we should get to where we can look at the bubble watch and see. See if we're projected to make the tournament. Yeah, we're going to play this game against Florida and then call it a day. We play Tennessee again. And man, the SEC is so good. All right. I don't really expect to win this game. We actually dropped slightly in the net, probably because we lost to Vandy, even though we beat Arkansas. So that's how that goes. So we'll play the Florida game here and see how things go. Don't expect to win this game, but if we did win, it would be huge. And we'll see if we do. So let's go ahead and play it. Yeah, bit of a long shot to win that game, but man, Florida is actually undefeated right now in conference play. I really wish we'd won that Vanderbilt game. Okay, well, we will play Mississippi State next. We'll go ahead and get to that game, and then we'll log off for this video. All right, so here we are to play Mississippi State the next time. We still have no injured players. The one thing I can say is we have maintained our health. It's the one good thing I can say for this season, despite struggling somewhat for sure. Um, very middle of the pack we are for our conference in the SEC, but we'll see and hope things go better next time. I do have a day off this upcoming week, the Juneteenth holiday on June 19th. I am off, so I hope to be able to upload on that day. Um, I hope so. We'll see. I don't want to make any promises, but if you like this video, keep checking back. If I'm being completely honest, I'm having a little bit more fun playing this side of things than playing the pro basketball side of things. I still plan on making both, but the pro basketball side is not going all that great, and I might get fired, and it's very kind of unpredictable right now with that series. This series, I actually can't get fired because I'm playing sandbox mode, so this is all about just seeing what we can do. I guess really before next year's game comes out, trying to win some championships here for Kentucky and bring Kentucky back to being one of the more dominant basketball programs once again. So that's what this is more about than actually trying to keep a job. But Yeah, if you like it, keep your eye out for Wednesday. I'm going to try to upload again on Wednesday. And with that being said, we'll hopefully see you then.